You're still watching Ways Now. World Peace and Understanding Day 2022 is celebrated on February 23rd, which is also the Rotary Club's birthday. With the motto to spread peace, the day is celebrated to remember that it is our world, and we collectively can make it a peaceful place to live. And the name of the day signifies making a common ground for the people of the world to live and have an understanding of love and respect for each other to build better human connection. It is focused on achieving goodwill, peace, and understanding among all people of the world. Happy International Peace Day. How about, yeah, I'm a peace lover. So my name is Peace.
Hey, okay, we have to go.
How does that?
She just remembered that her name is Peace. He said, so my name is Peace.
Yeah, my name is Peace. But I'm not that peaceful.
You know, peace to you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the day.
Yeah.
So beyond looking at the external part of it for peace in the world, living happily, coexisting nice, I think for me it's about my inner peace and my satisfaction. And that's where I am right now, because anything that does not bring peace, the way I exit myself from it. In fact, you don't need to exit me, I will exit on your behalf. Right? So peace is just, it can mean different things to different people, but I think it just has one feeling, and that feeling is being still, just knowing that things will happen and it will happen right. Also respecting people and ensuring that you're not the reason. I mean, your conscience is at a place of love as well, and you know you're not the reason a person is being hurt and all that.
So I always say
it's important.
Yeah, so I always say that anything that will disturb my peace, honestly, no matter how much I love that thing, I can't do without that thing. I'll walk away. I mean, nothing for me can replace peace of mind. Anything that distorts my peace, I can never be. You can't catch me there.
Remove yourself from the equation.
With speed of light.
Speed and velocity.
I think peace is something that we must be deliberate
About.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
about every single day. It's something that we also have to be consistently seen to embrace. There's a lot of chaos in people's lives because people are not paying attention to. So it's like a build-up, and before you know it, at some point they explode.
And they're also living their lives to satisfy people, satisfy
Exactly.
society. Standards that were set by human beings. Do you remember the conversation we were having the other day? And I asked the question, which the person refused to answer, where I said, this culture you are upholding, who made it? And for who? I mean, like Usi would say, culture is made for people. People are not made for culture. So if it's no longer serving a purpose and you are saying that someone is clearly being marginalized, why are you saying that it cannot be revisited?
Not.
Right? So people even put themselves in a state of unrest because they want to meet a certain standard set by God knows who for whatever reason. And I wish you luck, but
I wish you good luck.
Good luck. The formula is remove yourself from any equation that is not giving you peace.
Absolutely.
Just take yourself out of it.
On that note, Alera, what did you find for us in the news?
Okay, so in the news today, the governor of Niger State says that in 2023, the 2023 must be about young, vibrant, and educated Nigerians. So the governor of Niger State, Abubakar Sani Bello, has said that in 2020, the 2023 presidential race must be about the emergence of young, vibrant, and well-educated Nigerian leaders. The governor made this remark while hosting the advocacy team of the Nigerian agency, which was an advocate visit of to the state. According to the governor, who was represented by the Secretary of the State Government, Ahmed Ibrahim Matene, the 2023 presidential race must be ushered in an era of rapid social and fiscal development in the country, and this can only be realized through the emergence of young, vibrant, and highly educated presidents and other elected officials. I feel like 2023 is like next year, and having this conversation right now, I really don't know if we have young, vibrant, educated people contesting for the next election. But I mean, he's actually being supportive, which is actually
I think
a good
he's just
thing.
playing to the gallery.
Right.
He's saying the things he thinks we want to hear. And,
But it's actually too late because the election is just around the corner.
Already, young people are actually taking a lot of positions.
Political,
It's just that
yes.
they are not taking the positions that we pay attention to.
Exactly.
I mean, we talked about legislature
Yes.
on Monday, so a lot of young people are going into the House of Representatives, House of Assembly,
Which is very important.
Which is
Yeah.
very important. So a lot of the young people are really,
Yeah.
really focused on those spaces. So we are not looking. Let's not focus too much on presidency and governors.
So which means
Yeah.
that in the next probably 4 to 8 years, we would have
Absolutely, the
them
right
emerge
people.
at
Yeah.
that time. So which is
Yeah.
actually great. So
Absolutely. So, Norma, quickly, your story.
Yeah, so my story goes all the way. Well, it aligns with our topic
Peace.
of conversation today. It's a major step for the U.S. women football team because they have reached an agreement on equal pay.
Oh, wow.
Right, so
They've
the
been fighting
story-
for that for a while.
Absolutely, since 2014, if I remember correctly. So the United States national women's team has won $24 million payout and a pledge from the U.S. Soccer to equalize pay for the men's and the women's national teams in all competitions in a landmark settlement that ends a 6-year battle over equal pay. Right, so the U.S.
You know the
soccer
captain,
team is
she had-
committed.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
yes, she had been fighting for years. So they have provided an equal rate for pay going forward for the women and the men's national team in all friendlies and tournaments, including the World Cup.
Awesome.
That's
So
awesome.
this is
You know, they have been winning.
This
just
is
like
an
our
amazing
Falcon.
one. Yes,
That's
They have
doing
been
better than
winning.
your
Yes,
Super
that
Eagles.
is doing better than Super Eagles. Why are you not giving them the money that they
Exactly.
deserve?
Yeah,
Right?
so I think this is
This
a
is a
very
great
beautiful
way.
step in the right
Yes.
direction, and I believe that more victories are going to be coming out from this.
More countries will follow
Yes,
suit.
Yes.
absolutely.
I agree.
It just
Nice.
needs. They just need one person. They just need to see
yeah.
one
What is
success,
possible
and then everybody can
catch,
latch
yeah.
onto that.
How about you, Elsie?
Okay, so this one is still related to the story, but not in a very positive light. A lawmaker in Ebonyi State, Nigeria Southeast, says she has been prevented from getting her salary and other entitlements because of her refusal to defect from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the All Progressive Congress (APC). The lawmaker Ngozi Ezilu, who represents Afikpo Northeast State constituency in Ebonyi House of Assembly, disclosed this to reporters on Tuesday in Abakaliki. She's one of the 2 lawmakers whom the Speaker of the House, by name Francis Nwifuru, claimed that they had written a letter to the House indicating that they had resigned from the PDP. Now, she's denying the letter and saying she never wrote any of such letter, and that she has not been paid her salary and entitlement since Governor David Umahi defected from the PDP to the APC because of her refusal to join the APC. Now, I think this is, as much as a lot of people would just scroll through this and say it's not their business, I think this is really something people should analyze and talk about and call a spade a spade. I mean, if this is truly happening as she has alleged, then it is absolutely wrong. Because you are the governor of the state and then you have defected to APC does not mean every other cabinet or
Has to follow suit.
elected office of it have to follow suit, like you just said. So, I mean, I'm also thinking if she was a man, would this be happening? Is it also happening to other men that have not decided to move to the APC as well? I mean, there are questions to answer, and I think our media and journalists really need to swing into this space and talk about it because it is absolutely wrong.
I really hope she gets justice for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right, so my story is quite interesting. Normally, I would not do all these kind of stories, but I thought when something positive happens, right, it's also good to celebrate as we also castigate like we always do. So the young boy, you know how somebody makes
We
himself
criticize, we don't castigate.
or criticize, right? You know
Constructively.
you know how this boy has made so much noise that he now becomes he's in your face.
Who's that?
James Brown.
Oh, yeah.
So I felt what he did was quite laudable.
Yes.
I think 2 days ago was his birthday. So
Yes.
he posted on social media that he had gifted himself a birthday gift, which was going to a university in the UK. And of course, your number one, what do they call that one? He's the African princess, the other one is what? Is their godmother. Well, the godmother now came
Princess
and
of Africa.
Jesus.
Cow.
Okay.
Yeah, Africa.
Can we do a Bobrisky? Okay.
No, please.
You know? So he now goes and he was on and on about, you know, that he has money, what's the essence of going to a school. And because, again, remember when we talked about Yahoo? This was a narrative we kept on saying that the Yahoo boys will tell you that you don't need to go to school.
So who said he has money?
That's Bobrisky.
Oh, he has responded.
He's been, so.
But he said he graduated from University of Lagos.
Yes, he said so. And he said that he has. So that's a
product of Unilag.
Yes, he's a product of Unilag. He's a product of Unilag. So this young man, Solomon Buchi, I think he's a famous, maybe an influencer,
commentator, social media commentator.
A social media commentator came on social media, and he said 3 years ago in the comment section, your So he was telling Bobrisky that instead of you to follow suit, right, that this boy has done something laudable, you are all about money and all of that, that at some point it's not money that's so much, it's as important as what's it called, getting an education. That the boy he understands that, okay, we've done the hustle, but this is a plan that he's trying to push out for his future. So they've been going back and forth. I just felt like, you know, this was important to mention, because if you do not pay attention. So he says, Bobrisky, leave James Brown. He's on his way to sustainable relevance. Great move by going to the study in the UK. Only staying in the UK will fine-tune his mindset. Everything is not about money. Bob, every time you have money, but money cannot buy class, it cannot buy wisdom. So I need more people to keep on jumping on this, because yes, that boy must have done a lot of things to get to where he is today.
Yes.
But you can clearly tell that instead of saving his money to buy a Benz like all do, or buy houses and start flaunting on social media, he decided to go back to school. So I am super proud of him. You know, even though I'm not his fan, I can never be his fan, but I am super proud, because when you see something good, always commend on it, because this boy, whether we like it or not, this James Brown, he's a she, whatever he is, you know, or whatever, he would, as much as this has happened, more people will go back to school.
Trust me.
Even though some will
because he has a large influence.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And then I mean, for him, it's not just about, you know, the decision of traveling to the UK.
To just go and show off.
I mean, he is really interested in developing himself. And I remember his very first video. Was there a cut that went viral? Did they cut me? Was there a cut? I mean, that first video, the way he was speaking and the way he's speaking now, there's a huge difference. And then the fact that he has most likely seen that I want to be here and I am here. And he did, like, I am so impressed. He didn't buy a car, he didn't buy anything that was just going to, you know, lose value. He wants to invest in his future.
And he went to school.
So
and I'm so happy because I know more young people will follow suit. Because he has a huge influence on young people. So I'm happy.
And I think he's a very intentional human
person.
being.
He is actually.
Unfortunately, we cannot use boy or girl now, but I mean, this is Nigeria. He's a very intentional
we respect
boy.
Whatever he chooses.
He posted recently after that post and said he wants to be identified as a her or whatever that is. But I'm also saying this about the intentionality part because I know that there was a tweet put out by Pamileri as well recently before he traveled, where he said he had a meeting with him and he's very impressed with the intentionality as to how he even plans his posts, so that for every post you see out there, he doesn't just wake up and put out something, that he has a calendar of what is going to come after what and how he plans to put them out. So even his travel and the trip, he knew how he was going to announce it and what he was going to say and how he was going to impact on
He's very intentional.
Influence. So he's intentional, he has influence, and I like that
underneath all of that,
we are seeing somebody of that
quality
personality. Somebody of that personality, right? That is now leading by example in a good way.
Thank you.
So I'm not saying don't cross-dress. I'm not saying don't change your gender. If you don't feel good like a man and you think you want to be a woman, good kudos. But there was this narrative that was coming in that space, like they were not
just
interested
money,
in getting better,
cars,
just dancing, you know. I'm glad that we have a James Brown that is setting an example, and just for that, I'm glad that you're taking this story. I'm really kudos to him. I wish him the best, right? And I'm hoping that their other mentor can begin to learn better and lead by example as well. Because it's not about the best and whatever you say you have, There's always a controversy. You remember when he traveled, when James posted it, he came out to post that he's also traveling
on a
with
private
two of
jet.
his
Next
PA.
thing, 2 days later, he was in a
and he didn't even understand that there was a higher
Yes,
announcement.
he's not like he just
coming.
traveled for
Do you
fun or
understand?
for
And now
holiday.
you're coming to talk about money. It's not everything is
But
not
do you even
about
have to
money.
respond?
Well, he's trying to keep himself relevant, but I'm super proud of what's
James
his name,
Brown.
Well
Jamie.
done,
Well, he has done well in that
done.
regard.
And I'm hoping that more young people understand that he knows what is important. That's why he's going back to school.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys after the break because we want to discuss equal pay and equality. Right? Stay with us. We'll be right back.